Nope.
Hello. I want to first start off by thanking R4 Alliance and specifically Bert for allowing us the opportunity to share with you a little bit about GivenHour and the campaign to change direction. I am Jenny Hartsock, the liaison for the campaign to change direction with GivenHour. GivenHour is the backbone organization to change direction. So to start, allow me a moment to share with you a bit about GivenHour. So GivenHour was founded by Dr. Barbara Van Dalen in 2005 to meet the mental health needs of service members, veterans, and their loved ones affected by the post-9/11 conflict. Essentially, GivenHour has over 7,000 licensed clinicians throughout the United States who have volunteered to provide free mental health care to this deserving population. Mental health clinicians meet with clients 1 hour per week and offer their services pro bono. We are happy to say that just this past summer, we opened our services to all veterans of all eras. Also, we'd like to remind people that we can see veterans of any discharge status. To sign up to receive free care or to sign up as a volunteer clinician, it's very easy. Just visit our site at givenhour.org and click Give Help if you want to sign up to be a clinician, or Get Help. If you're accessing a provider, you'll be able to find a provider near you simply by doing a basic provider search where you can select language preference, the type of support you need, your postal code, and the distance in which you are able to and willing to travel. You can also select the practice area of which you are seeking for as a provider specialty. In the event that you're unable to find a provider, you can always contact us and we'll attempt to locate a provider for you. So these are great services, right? Free mental health care, and we agree with you. However, our founder, Dr. Van Dalen, realized that we were asking our service members, their loved ones, and veterans to identify their own mental health challenges and to seek help when we, as a society, do not discuss these issues. So she knew we had to do something more. Here's the challenge. Mental health conditions remain poorly understood, and yet 1 in 4 people in the world will be affected by mental health disorders at some point in their lives. Around 450 million people currently suffer from such conditions, placing mental health disorders among the leading causes of ill health and disability worldwide. Unaddressed mental health concerns lead to tremendous emotional suffering and contribute significantly to serious societal problems, including unemployment, poverty, homelessness, substance abuse, crime, incarceration, domestic violence, and suicide. In 2010, the estimate for global cost of mental illness was nearly $2.5 trillion, with a projected increase to over $6 trillion by the year 2030. The current global cost for mental disorders is greater than the cost of diabetes, respiratory disorders, and cancer combined. It's time to change the culture. It's time to remove barriers so that we talk openly about our emotional well-being, as well as our emotional pain. By changing our culture, we change minds, attitudes, and behaviors. By changing our culture, we will increase access to care, decrease suffering, and increase productivity worldwide. Therefore, Dr. Van Dalen and a small group of stakeholders created a collective impact initiative designed to change the culture of mental health in America so that all in need, service members, veterans, and civilians will be able to receive the care they deserve. The national launch of the campaign was in March of 2015. At that time of the launch, the initiative included 50 partner organizations. There are now over 350 partners organizations today. The first phase of this national initiative is to educate all Americans about the 5 signs of emotional suffering. Just as we know the signs of a heart attack, we can all learn the signs that mean that someone is in emotional pain and may need help. This initiative is not designed to diagnose nor judge Rather, it's designed to encourage everyone to recognize when they themselves or someone they know is hurting emotionally. So while there are many signs that indicate that someone may be struggling with a mental illness, substance abuse, or neurological condition, these 5 signs are ones that everyone can recognize and easily identify. The 5 signs of emotional suffering include the following. Number 1, personality change. Number 2, agitated. Number 3, withdraw. 4, poor self-care. And 5, hopelessness. The 5 signs are simple, observable indicators that everyone can learn. These are signs that we often see, but do not always understand. Most people do not know what to do when they see them in themselves or others. These are not diagnoses. The signs cut across diagnoses. They are indicators of emotional suffering in general, not specific signs of a given disorder or condition. And if you like this image that you're seeing on your screen, we actually have posters, wallet cards, and rack cards of this image on our tools page that you can find at changedirection.org. Click Outreach Tools. And I'm happy to say we actually also have this poster translated in Spanish as well if you need it. Now to break down the 5 signs. The first one, personality change. You may notice sudden or gradual changes in the way that someone typically behaves. People in this situation may behave in ways that don't seem to fit their values, or the person just may seem different. Second, uncharacteristically angry, anxious, agitated, or moody. You may notice the person has more frequent problems controlling his or her temper and seems irritable or unable to calm down. People in more extreme situations of this kind may be unable to sleep or explode in anger at a minor problem. 3, withdrawal or isolation from other people. Someone who used to be socially engaged may pull away from family and friends and stop taking part in activities that used to be enjoyable. In more severe cases, that person may start failing to make it to work or school. It's not to be confused with the behavior of someone who's more introverted. This sign is marked by a change in a person's typical sociability, as when someone pulls away from the social support typically available. 4 is poor self-care. They may neglect self-care and engage in risky behavior. You may notice a change in the person's level of personal care or an act of poor judgment. For instance, someone may let personal hygiene deteriorate, or the person may start abusing alcohol or illicit substances, or engaging in other self-destructive behavior that may alienate loved ones. Finally, they're overcome with hopelessness and overwhelmed by circumstances. Have you noticed someone who used to be optimistic and now can't find anything to be hopeful about? That person may be suffering from extreme or prolonged grief or feelings of worthlessness or guilt. People in this situation may say that the world would be better off without them, suggesting suicidal thinking. The goal of the campaign to change direction is to educate Americans about the 5 signs of emotional suffering and to encourage everyone to pay attention to our mental well-being. If we see someone who is hurting emotionally, we can reach out, connect, and offer to be a part of the solution. That solution may include helping the person to find resources in their community or helping them become involved in activities they value. One size does not fit all, but if we all pay attention to our emotional well-being, fewer will suffer, and those who are struggling will get help sooner. Everyone can play an important role in this public health effort. Materials are available through changedirection.org and can be downloaded and shared. Here are just a few ways you can get involved. If you're not already a pledge partner, I encourage you to make a pledge. Visit our site, click Make Pledge, and you can make an individual pledge or you can make a pledge for your organization. We ask organizations to share the 5 signs within their networks and their employees so we can change the culture of mental health. Number 2, follow us on social media and get our newsletters. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Number 3, Sign up to be a Change Direction volunteer. We need ambassadors just like you to help us change the culture of mental health. So you can contact me directly, and my contact information will be on the next slide. I'll be happy to get you started. Number 4, download our tools. So there's a number of them, but just one that I want to highlight is we recently had our government co-partner, SAMHSA, develop public service announcements. These public service announcements, there are some that's tailored to the military veteran population and others that are tailored to the Hispanic population. I encourage you to use those. You can access them through our website or on YouTube. And you can contact us for interactive activities that you can use, whether it be at your place of work or at like a wellness conference or something like that. So it's beyond the PowerPoint slide. It's actually interactive activities that will help adults to learn the 5 signs. We also encourage you to share our website within your networks, and if you like it, purchase a t-shirt. You can shop our new line of t-shirts thanks to our partner, Abrupt Design, and I've included Abrupt Design's website on our page. And a portion of proceeds go to benefit our initiative. And here's my contact information, as well as if you'd like to learn more, please visit our site, changedirection.org. If you're interested in learning more about Give an Hour, sign up for free mental health care or volunteer as a clinician and visit giveanhour.org. My contact information is here. My email is jhartstock@giveanhour.org. And I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to fielding any questions that you may have. Thank you so much again, Bert.